Is Michael Saylor running out of money, or is this all just FUD? Is his alleged Ponzi scheme going to go to zero? Is he going to have to sell his Bitcoin? So many different questions, so many different things to talk about. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to the Bitcoin to 1 million channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the channel where I basically talk about Bitcoin every single day, going over treasury updates, price predictions, just macro news, all sorts of things. And we've recently had a lot happen. Now, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, yesterday was just not a day to make a video. There was just so much shit going on. The Bitcoin just kept tanking and then tanking again and then tanking again. And I was just like, damn, you know what? We're going to make a couple shorts and call it a day. Now, listen, guys, make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss a video. But this is what happens. In the past week, guys, Bitcoin went from about 90,000 all the way down to 74 is what I saw. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty freaking shitty. We could see Bitcoin drop to $74,588. And a lot of people were very scared. A lot of people were panicking. A lot of people got liquidated. It was not the time to be bullish on crypto. Matter of fact, I am still bullish on Bitcoin and crypto. I don't think we're in a bear market. I don't see it happening. I do think we're going to see a reversal. There's just too many macro indicators and actual fundamentals that make me think, you know what, there's no way we're going to go into a proper bear market. Now, remember, guys, a bear market is usually at least a year where we see just absolute bloodbaths, right? We see minus 60% gains. We see some crazy losses. And however, we have seen, some pretty big losses already. I don't think that this is done. Now, again, I'm not saying we're in a full-fledged bull market either, but what I'm saying is this kind of seems like maybe this is the bottom. Again, I don't know. No one really knows, but let's talk about it. So first off, guys, Saylor started buying Bitcoin at $11,000, and he currently holds about 3.5% of all Bitcoin. He's now underwater, and this is actually pretty impressive, right? This is actually very interesting to see that Michael Saylor is now in the red, right? We've seen Michael Saylor top blast Bitcoin at all sorts of prices, at 100K, 123K, 125K even, I believe. And recently he bought some more Bitcoin, but here's where things get a little interesting. So Saylor said that they bought 855 Bitcoin, which was only a $75 million buy, which is interesting because previous weeks he's bought in billions, right? And he also bought this Bitcoin at $87,000. So yeah, that's a little interesting. So as of February 1st, they hold 713,502 Bitcoin. But again, it's interesting because maybe today they're going to go ahead and buy a shit ton of Bitcoin. Because guys, if they bought at 87,000 and they only bought $75 million worth, surely, right? And again, hopefully they're loading the boat at these prices, right? At 78,000, I mean, I would assume he's loading the boat. I don't know, but one can only hope, because at the end of the day, guys, if Saylor isn't going to be buying at these cheaper prices, if he's underwater and he's not going to be buying at a lower cost basis, that kind of says trouble, right? Now, is Saylor running out of money? No, not at all. Saylor has multiple times he's stated that they will not run out of money. They will keep on buying Bitcoin, and for them, they either sell more stock to raise more money, or they have these other products, like for example STRC, which allows them to go ahead and buy more Bitcoin. Now, if you guys want me to make a whole video on Saylor's whole operation, let me know. I could definitely do that, because it is a whole little again, I don't want to say Ponzi, but it's more or less, guys, he has an infinite money glitch, right? That's basically what's going on here. Now, with that being said, let's continue to talk about some other stuff. So BlackRock doesn't want your coins, they want Saylor. So this is a pretty interesting post on 4chan. So basically it says that BlackRock is manipulating the price of Bitcoin to then, let me actually move this, to then go ahead and basically force Saylor out. So he's basically saying MicroStrategy holds about 3% of all Bitcoin. BlackRock wants to dump Bitcoin hard so that they push MicroStrategy below 60K, trigger margin calls and paper losses, and force them to sell their massive stash of Bitcoin. Then BlackRock swoops in, buys the whole stack on the cheap, wipes out a major competitor, and then sets the stage for the next bull run. This isn't theory, this is a power play, and I guess, again, me personally, I don't think this is happening. Regardless, I want to share this with you guys, because remember, guys, manipulation in the markets, BlackRock's the big guys, they're definitely doing this, okay? This isn't like why is Bitcoin crashing? It's pure manipulation, right? We've seen this happen time and time again. We've seen this happen over the years. This isn't anything new. It's just a lot more important now and significant, because we're talking about, billions and billions of dollars, as opposed to back in the day when Bitcoin was a small asset. It was only a couple million here and there, okay? Now, Binance also added 1,315 Bitcoin worth $107 million, which is pretty interesting. So this is going to their SAFU fund. So yeah, they're dollar cost averaging and buying more Bitcoin. And I mean, literally, guys, I want to talk about this as well. So right now I'm in the market for a new vehicle, not a brand new one, but I want to buy a used car. And I was also supposed to be going on a bit of a trip to the UK. But when Bitcoin is this cheap, I just can't justify spending money on, quote unquote big purchases, right? And anyone else know too many people driving an $100,000 vehicle with zero Bitcoin? I mean, guys, let's be real here. If you're buying these liabilities and these depreciating assets with no assets, like actual assets, with no Bitcoin, there's a problem. I mean, I myself, I already have a very healthy amount of Bitcoin, for me at least, what I think is a healthy amount. And I am still thinking about this, like, damn, like, I don't want to be spending thousands of dollars going to London or, buying a car, because I kind of want to just buy more Bitcoin. And I'm living very frugal right now because I think every dollar should be invested into Bitcoin. And maybe it's a disease, maybe it's something that I shouldn't be thinking about, but I just can't stop thinking about it. When Bitcoin's this cheap, guys, I can't think about not buying more. Okay. Now, to give you guys a quick recap as well, guys, price dips, conviction doesn't. Like I said, strategy bought another 855. They also see its first unrealized drawdown since October 2023. $7 trillion banking giant UBS boosted Bitcoin exposure by 128%, and they now hold $800 million of strategy. And guys, the past week has been very bullish as well. BlackRock has filed to launch a Bitcoin premium income ETF. Strategy also bought 2,932 Bitcoin, which again, this was last week. And American Bitcoin, which is Trump's company, added 416 Bitcoin, and the Fed left interest rates unchanged. Guys, to me, I don't see how this is a bear market. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, then okay, whatever, I'll admit that I'm wrong, but I just don't see how we go down from here. Guys, regardless, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy, I want you guys to leave a like, subscribe down below, of course. And guys, I'm about to hit 40 subs, so thank you all for the support and the love. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.